In this video I'm going to do a couple more examples about least common multiples and greatest common factors. So let's begin. For example, we have to find least common multiple and greatest common factor of these two numbers, 56 and 99. So first thing we should do is to write the prime factorization of both of these numbers. So prime factorization of 56 is 7 times 8, and 8 is equal to 2 times 4, and 4 is equal to 2 times 2. So prime factorization of 56 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. And let's do prime factorization of 99. 99 is equal to, well, it's 33 times 3, and this 33 is equal to 3 times 11. So prime factorization of 99 is 3 times 3 times 11. So to find greatest common factor, we have to find all the common prime factors of 56 and 99. And as we see, they don't have common factors. That means that the greatest common factor of 56 and 99 is equal to 1. Well, now, to find the least common multiple, we have to take all the factors and the ones that are common for 56 and 99 we only have to count once. Since 56 and 99 don't have any factors in common, that means we just have to write all of the factors. Means the least common multiple of 56 and 99 is equal to 5,544. You can always check your work by doing the following test. I'm going to write it over here. LCM times GCF has to be equal the product of those two numbers. So you can check it yourself. Well, let's do the next example. Let's say we have a following pair, 792 and 756. So again, every time we have to find the greatest common factor or least common multiple, we have to start with the prime factorization. So we have to write the prime factorization of 756 and prime factorization of 792. So prime factorization of 756, well, it's large number, so we have to apply some divisibility tests. And right away we can notice that this number is divisible by 9. So it's 9 times 84, and 9 could be written as a product of 3 times 3, and 84 could be written as 4 times 21, and 4 is a product of 2 and 2, and 21 is 3 times 7. So the prime factorization of 756 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 7. Okay, let's do the prime factorization of 792. 792, again, right away we can see that 792 is divisible by 9. So we can write it as a product of 9 and 88. And 88 could be written as a product of 8 and 11. And 8 is a product of 2 times 2 times 2. So we have a prime factorization of 792 is 2 times 2 times 2 times, I forgot to do 9, it's 3 times 3. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 11. So now, to find the greatest common factor of 756 and 792, I have to look at all prime factors and I have to find the common ones. So as you see here, we have, well, 3 is a common factor twice, and I have this 2 is a common factor and this 2 is a common factor. So all the common prime factors, I have to write them out and I have to multiply them, and that's my greatest common factor, which is 36. And now to find the least common multiple, I have to write all the factors, but the ones that have a pair, I'm only going to write them once. So let's do it. So we have 2, so I'm going to write this 2 as 1, 2. Then I'm going to write another 2, which is this 2. So then I'm going to write the next 2, which is this 2. Then I'm going to write 3, which is this 3. Then I'm going to write another 3, which is for this common factor. And I'm going to write another 3, which is for this common factor. And then I'm going to write 7 for this 7, and I'm going to write 11. Okay, so all this gives me the least common multiple, and if I multiply it all together, I get 16,632. So we get 16,632. And again, to check your work, you can do this simple test. Multiply 16,632 by 36, and you should get exactly 792 times 756. Okay, let's do one more example. Let's try even bigger numbers. So let's say we have a following pair: 3276 and 5390. So again, to find the greatest common factor and least common multiple, I have to write the prime factorization of these two numbers. So let's do it real quick. F3276. Well, 3276 is divisible by 9, so divisibility test is very handy. So once we divide it by 9, we get 9 times 364. 364 is divisible by 4, so it becomes 91, and 4 is 2 times 2, and let's not forget this 9, it's 3 times 3, and 91, let's do the divisibility test by 7, so we have to subtract twice as much of the most right digit from the rest of the number. So 9 minus 2 is 7. It's divisible by 7. Therefore 91 is a multiple of 7. So it's 7 times 13. So here's the prime factorization of 3276. It's 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7 times 13. So let's do the 5390. So right away we see it's a multiple of 10. So now we have 539. 539 is not divisible by 2, it's not divisible by 3, it's not divisible by 5, it could be divisible by 7. So let's do the divisibility test by 7. So we have to subtract twice as much last digit from the rest of the numbers. So we have to subtract 53 minus 18, which is 35. 35 is divisible by 7, therefore 539 is divisible by 7. Therefore we can write it as a product of 7 and 77. So now we know that 77 is a product of 7 and 11. And let's not forget about 10. 10 is a product of 2 and 5. So the prime factorization of 5390 is equal to 2 times 5 times 7 times 7 times 11. So now, to find greatest common factor of 3276 and 5390, we have to look at all the common factors of these two numbers. So all the common factors are, well, what do we have? They have 2 in common and they have 7 in common. That's it. So we're going to write 2 and 7, and 2 times 7 is 14. So now we're going to find the least common multiple of these two numbers. To find the least common multiple, we have to write all the factors of these two numbers, but the common factors we're only going to count once. So we're going to count this as 1, 2, and we're going to count this as only 1, 7. So we're going to write 2 for this pair, we're going to write another 2 from here, then we're going to write 3 times 3, these 3 and these 3, then we're going to write 5 and 7, this 5 and this 7, then we're going to write 11 and 13. Just remember, the common factors you only write once. So we just have to find the product of this number, and it is 180,180. And again, to check your work, you can use the test. Just multiply 14 by 180,180, and it should be equal to the product of these two numbers, 3,276 and 5,390.